Tuned in to All Facts No Opinion Sport Podcast. I'm your host, One Three. We get straight to the sauce, everything saucy. Mr. Whipper to the oils, Mr. Arm and Hammer. Let's get it. If Bud beats Canelo, do that make him the greatest of all time? Me personally, I'm gonna say no, because Canelo already had two losses. So if it's like that, Bill should be the greatest of all time right now, right? Or Floyd number one, right? And y'all thinking this fight is gonna sell out more than Pacquiao and Floyd? Y'all must be out your rabbit mind. Because you got to remember, Pacquiao was a pay-per-view superstar. Floyd Mayweather was a pay-per-view superstar. They both was pay-per-view superstars. In this situation, Canelo is the pay-per-view superstar. Bud is not a pay-per-view star. You know, we can't fault him or blame him for not being a pay-per-view star. Me personally, he's a pay-per-view star. Just like Keyshawn, just like Shakur, just like Teofimo, just like a lot of those fighters over there at Top Rank, like Emilio Vargas prospect, Abdullah Mason contender, but they're still pay-per-view stars. They can still put asses in seats and do some good numbers, even on a streaming site. You just seen what Junior did, Fernando Vargas Jr. did on the streaming site, and Abner Marsh for throwing the event. But what Bud Crawford is, we understand the money grab ain't nothing wrong with that. It's his career. You understand me? He watched his career, you know, it was stalled. And the reason I say stalled because Top Rank ain't believing him. You seen Bob Arum always talk bad about him. Oh, he's not a star. He don't do this. He don't do that. But when you go to Omaha and put on the fights, he putting asses in seats. He doing the million easy. You got to remember, 10,000 ticket sales is a million plus. So if he's doing over that, that's excellent. We watched Boots do it 4 times over here. He did it 2 times in Philly. He did it 2 times in Atlantic City. You know, we watched Shakur do it in Newark. We just watched Keyshawn do it in Norfolk, and he's about to do it again. These called pay-per-view stars. You know, you see Tank. You could put Tank in wherever at in America, he's gonna sell just like Canelo. But with this Buzz situation, yes, I blame Top Rank for not making him a pay-per-view star, but to him and his legacy, that's how he feels. But to us, the consumers and real boxing fans and real boxing fans of the sport of boxing, we know, like, bro, it ain't no disrespect. You even know that your resume ain't like that, you know. We understand you got the names, but all of the people you fought was out their prime. But this is where the Mayweather effect comes in at, you know, because a lot of people come with a title. Oh, I beat a champion. No, you fought an ex-champion. You beat an ex-champion, or you fought somebody, then later on they became champ. So you can't say you fought a champion. He became a champion later on in life. You understand me? And this is the stigma they put on everybody's resume. I ain't got to fight you in your prime. I can fight you 5 years later. But long as 10 years down the line, everybody gonna say I fought you. Yeah, we fought, but you ain't fight the nigga in his prime. Let's make it make sense. But in this situation, Bud, when he fought Spence, he could have catapulted his career and hopped in the driver's seat and took off and became a pay-per-view star by soon you beat Spence or he bullshitting on a rematch. Charlo, come on. After the Charlo, Virgil, come on. After the Virgil, Boots, come on. Right there, that'll catapult you to the best ever. Why? Because you fought everybody right now in their prime. This is what makes Canelo the best. Because if you look at it, Canelo resume is better than Floyd resumes. Why? Because Canelo was fighting motherfuckers in their prime. Not like Floyd waiting 5, 10 years and let it marinate. Pacquiao was 14 years. Y'all people talking about fight. No, the fuck it wasn't. It was 14 years, bro. It was 14 years. They were supposed to have been fighting since 2000. You understand me? But a lot of y'all don't know this. A lot of y'all don't know this. You feel me? Just like when he was supposed to fight Paul Williams, Cotto was at 140. A lot of niggas was at 140. He ducked. But even with Bud, Adrian Broner was at 140. Adrian Broner was at 135, 140, all that. He could have fought Adrian Broner, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia. But we didn't never get those fights. We never get those fights. And another thing about calling people email champs, we got to stop it and call a spade of a spade. Y'all niggas is ducking these fighters. Then y'all have y'all fan base, which put out false media, Like this Teofimo and Boot situation, bro. You're not even ranked in the WBA. You're not even ranked as a welterweight. You still at 140. Make it make sense. Boot's mandatory is for the WBA. We all know who that guy is. It's the Arab guy. You understand me? So calm down. Or Boots can go to 154, get the Tellez fight, which it looked like is going to happen, or the Bachman fight. He's the IBF and WBA unified champion at 147. You're not even ranked in the WBA, so make it make sense. This is the shit y'all people do, and it's called bad commentating. Then you got commentators coming on here commentating, putting false narratives out, and the false narrative turn into a true narrative. A lie always turn into the truth. But shout out to Bud. Yes, Bud can beat Canelo, or Canelo can beat Bud. It can go both ways. You understand me? But how a lot of people saying Bud is not a boxer. Bud like to get hit. You understand me? And when you hit him, now he gotta hit you. That's the type of nigga he is. Beat them 80 babies is different. So yeah, it's a 50-50 chance. Yeah, Bud can knock Canelo out, and Canelo can knock Bud out, It go both ways. And y'all people talking about there's weight classes for a reason, bro. His walk around weight is probably 175, so he's not small. He's not small. This is the shit y'all people gotta understand. What's your walk around weight? Okay then, so back then if you was 175, 170, they would have made sure you would have been fighting at 168 or 175 because that's your actual weight, your walk around weight. They're not gonna have you shrink down. You 170, you shrinking down to 135. That don't make no sense because there's a rehydration clause in boxing automatic. By any state you fight at, there's a rehydration clause. Always remember that. Canelo Bud will be a big fight. It will be a great fight. Let me know who y'all got in the comments. And me, it's a 50-50. Whoever win. That's it. That's how I feel about it. Boxing, the sport wins. Just hope it be a great fight. Dollar.